Oh, awesome. Hello and good evening, our Team Legacy and LifeVantage family. This is Holly and Brian Highfield coming to you live here from Sarasota, Florida. Oh my goodness, we are kicking off another month. We are officially starting the month of November. Today is November 4th. And oh my gosh, we have like what is it, 50 days, Brian, before Christmas? No, less than that for Christmas. How many
31,
days till Christmas?
41, 46, 47, 48,
Like
49.
49. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't know. For those of you who have kids, my child is super excited and can't wait for Christmas. He would love for Christmas to be like tomorrow, but I felt like today was Christmas. Oh my gosh, we had so much that went live today. It felt like fire. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that the P84 went live today, but you may not know some of the other things that went live today. So we're going to share with you some of the announcements of what's available for you. We're also going to be sharing the incentive, the final incentive for the month or for the year 2025. Oh my gosh. It's really the perfect time opportunity for you to be able to cash in, especially around the holidays. And what I'm most excited about actually is we have a very, very special guest who's going to be speaking with us tonight. She's going to share with us her P84 experience, and we're gonna throw some questions at her. We're gonna ask her what her and her team are doing, and have her kind of share her strategies and pull back the curtain a little bit and share with us. So really excited for what we've got in store with you guys for this evening. Feel free to drop any questions that you might have in the chat as we go along. Maybe Brian can go ahead and help us with that. But kicking it off again today, Tuesday, November 4th. Oh my gosh, P84 is officially live, you guys. This product, we've been lucky enough. We started taking it, what is it, like 16 days now, 17 days ago. And for me personally, I have been loving this product. It has gotten rid of the tight waistbands, the bloating, the feeling like blah. If you struggle with just feeling tired or cranky or maybe even skin issues, I mean, this product has just been hands down, honestly, incredible. Even for myself, I've seen a lot of bloating go down for me. I've lost nearly 5 pounds, and I will tell you, I'm not trying to lose weight. All right. So this was literally weight that was lost from me being bloated and my gut just being out of check. I didn't realize, right? We're doing all the things on all the activators, and I still, apparently, my gut was not in check, but P84 has gotten me balanced out. Love this product. It's two powder packets, a Phyto Powder Power 1 and Phyto Power 2. You mix those two packs together in about 16 ounces of water, or you can mix it in with a smoothie. I like to take the purple grape Axio and mix that in there with mine with extra water. So I usually do it with like 32 ounces of water to get more water in there. But that P84 product is just incredible. And I'm going to share with you some of the different stacks the company came out with and the pricing associated with that. But what we also came out today was the green apple Axio. For those of you who have been with us for a while, this came out as a limited time offer. The green apple, it was actually called candy apple at one time, and they changed it to green apple simply because it sounded healthier. That's the only reason why they changed the name. But the green apple is officially coming to stay. So if you've been wanting a different flavor, you want to switch things up. The green apple flavor actually is a flavor that I myself do enjoy. Brian enjoys as well.
Mhm.
So feel free to jump on that bandwagon. That's a regular flavor. That's not a decaf flavor for those of you that may be inquiring on that. So that went live today and is available on your site. Also, they're rolling out some holiday specials now so that folks can ensure that they get everything in time before the holidays. And I love this because I don't know about you, but sometimes I get together with my girlfriends or some friends and we do little gift exchanges or, we just get together. We think of somebody or even our mail carriers, people that we have lawn care, etc. We think of them. We're like, oh, I want to give them a little something. So they also went live today with the True Refine Glow Up Mask. What this is, it's the true, it's, what did we call it before? It was called the refining mask, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think they tweaked the name a little bit. So they're calling it True Refine, to be more in line with our current skincare line that we have. But the True Refine mask, oh my gosh. So I actually purchased extra bottles of this stuff because I didn't think they were ever bringing it back. It glides on your skin really, really smoothly. And it comes off very gentle, and it pulls all the stuff out of my skin. And when I take it off, my skin feels so soft. I just love it. And then when I put the True Hydrate on over top of it after I use that, completely has changed the game on how my skin feels. Like you just keep wanting to touch your face. You just want to touch your face. Well, it does. It feels amazing. I actually have a girlfriend of mine who said this was the only thing that she could find for her teens acne that actually would clear up his skin and it wouldn't over dry his skin or make it more irritated. So that was great. But if you purchase the True Refine mask, you will also get a free mango blossom hand cream with that purchase. Also, the mango blossom hand cream is buy two, get one free. All right, so buy two, get one free. And then also for those of you who may have even had a chance, I think some of you who are in Dallas got your chance to get your hands on this stuff as well. The Vanilla Orchard hand cream. That was something that we were gifting to brand new customers when they were getting new orders, and they were raving about it. Like, oh my gosh, we love those smells. You got to bring those back. So both of those hand creams are buy two, get one free. And then when you buy the True Refine mask, you also get the Mango Blossom hand cream for free as well. So all of this stuff, you guys, came out today. Now, the holiday specials are good from now through December 31st. So you do have some time to kind of start making your lists, if you will, your Santa gift giving lists, of who it is that you might want to start giving those hand creams to. So, but yeah, and maybe even our special guest wants to maybe speak to some of these products that she's been using as well. So the Healthy Edge Enrollment Pack. Now, again, this pack was available to us last month in the month of October, but obviously it's available now going forward. It includes the P84 30-day supply and Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. Okay, so that's our Healthy Edge enrollment pack. Obviously, you get your website, you get all the management, back office management tools, the app, the start kit, all the things. It's only $250, you guys. $250 with 200 sales volume that you get from that. That is an unbelievable deal. You're getting more than $200 worth of product. The $50 basically is for the start kit, and you're getting basically dollar for dollar as far as the sales volume. This is a Healthy Edge enrollment pack is a great way to start out those new consultants. And then the Healthy Edge stack. So it's literally P84 along with Britannium NRF2 in its own combination and stack. Consultant pricing is $200 at 160 SV. Your customers will be able to subscribe for only $225, obviously same SV at 160. Or if they just want to give it a shot for a month, they can spend $250. Now, I don't know about you, but if they're willing to spend $250 on a one-time deal, like why not get the Healthy Edge enrollment pack, right? Because we know this product is going to do good things for them. We know they're going to feel great about it and they're going to want to tell people about it. So spend the same amount of money and get more for your money. That's the way that I look at it. The company also is selling P84 by itself. So again, P84 essentially is a two-part system, okay? Two different powder packets. You'll get a 30-day supply. Consultant pricing just for P84 by itself is $169.99 with 130 SV. Okay. Customers can subscribe for $191.24. And then if they want to do a one-time retail purchase as a customer, it's $212.49. Now, obviously, all this pricing and everything is available on your replicated website. For our Amish family, that all this information was included in the newsletter, which I actually sent out before Halloween because I wanted you guys to get this information as quickly as possible. So you should be getting that newsletter before the end of the week. But something I also noticed on the website, and I got really excited about this, there's a bonus stack available. It's called P84 Gold. P84 Gold. It's two of the P84 systems discounted, right? So how awesome is it that if you've got, a husband, wife, or two people in a household wanting to both take this product, you can get this pack, the P84 Gold, which is two of them, and it's at a discount for $371.24. That's for customer subscription, or $329.99 for consultants. That is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, you save and you still get the same sales volume for that. So it'd be 260 sales volume for that P84 Gold system. So I got super excited. I was like, ooh, I love surprises. And that was such a great surprise to see on that site today. So I can't see the chat, Brian. Hopefully you're keeping up with the chat. If anybody's um,
Yep.
got any questions or anything that's going on up there as well. Um, so as we're moving on, I talked about the opportunity for you guys to get your hands on some extra cash. Anybody want some extra cash? You can drop a one in the chat if you would love to have some extra cash. I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like coming into the holidays, there's always something more that I'm running to the store for, or somebody else that I'm adding to my gift giving list. And so, what better way to do that than to not only grow your business, but to also cash in as well? So, the company is offering you the Drive Era incentive. This is good for the fourth quarter. It started last month, by the way, and they're continuing it through November and December. And how does it work? Well, this is how it works. You sell 200 in sales volume or more to three personally enrolled customers or consultants, new consultants, right? So for the month of November, let's say you enroll three new consultants. Let's say you enroll them all on the Healthy Edge enrollment pack. Each one of those is $200 even. That makes the math super, super simple. And each consultant, keep in mind, does need to set up an active subscription to go rolling into the next month. Okay. If you have a customers can upgrade. They've got to place that 200 sales volume upgrade order and get set up on subscription, which I'm assuming they probably already on subscription. But you're going to earn an additional $200 cash. $200 cash for every three new consultants that you enroll on that 200 SV set up on subscription. And the best part about this is that there's no what's the word I'm thinking of, Brian? There's no cap on this, right? So
Right.
there's no cap on this. So if you personally enroll six new consultants this month, you're going to get 400 extra dollars. You do another three next month in December, you're going to get another $200 for a total of $600 before the year is out. So I love this. You can qualify as many times as you want. And the best part is, what if you brought in those three people and you showed those three people how to do exactly what you did? I think the SV gets people up to what? Is it SC1, Brian? If they take those three and they help those three do the same, I think they end up actually reaching the SC1 level, especially if they're like a brand new consultant. I didn't do
Yeah, it'd be 2000 in SV,
Yeah,
right?
see? Yeah, see? And I'm not even a math whiz. What? I'm telling you, it's really, really cool when you put pen to paper and you kind of figure it out, what it is that you can accomplish before the month is out. And imagine just for a second what your team might look like going into 2026 if you had three new consultants, six new consultants, nine new consultants, and those consultants were doing the same thing. Oh my goodness. Can you say momentum? Oh, it's exciting. So make a commitment to yourself or a goal to get at least three brand new consultants. Don't forget, if you are on a subscription for 150 in sales volume or more, you also are getting discount codes. Now, keep in mind, if you use a discount code, it does take away from the sales volume. So, depending on, you can figure out and do the math. If they got to throw in a hand cream and now they get an extra one for free, then why not? But there's lots of ways that you guys can mix this up and truly, truly make a huge impact, not just on your team, but helping other people around the holidays, which can be a very stressful time. So both from their health perspective as well as from the financial perspective. So, and then I think last but not least here, before we get into our special guest speaker tonight, I want to remind you the fall activation tour is already underway. You can check the Big Blue Calendar, bigbluecalendar.com. We'll list out every single meeting that is happening all around the US, in every location. I mean, it's full. There's so much going on that calendar. I love it. You just click on it and it'll open up into a window and give you all the details for that specific meeting. Selfishly, we're going to share a couple meetings for those of you who hear about with us on the phone. Um, we have no, I put the wrong day in there. It's actually Wednesday. So Wednesday, November 12th in Ohio. There's going to be a meeting in the Berlin Community Center in Berlin, Ohio. So you can either go to Big Blue Calendar. This information is also, I believe, in the newsletter. Or if you have questions or want details about it, just reach out to us, and we can get it for you. And then also following Wednesday, so Becky Taylor, executive consultant Becky Taylor, is going to be coming to Ohio along with our corporate guest Gentry Bean, which is super cool. They're going to be there presenting as the guest presenters in Berlin, Ohio. And then also on Thursday, November 13th, in Middlefield, Ohio. Okay. So two back-to-backs next week happening in Ohio. Please share with your teams, prospects, guests. We want to pack the room with new people. That's what it's all about. And feel free to even invite your customers. Your customers may not understand there's an opportunity here tied to sharing these products with other people. And so if you can just have them get a sense of the community, I think they'll be pleasantly surprised of it's more than just a product that they're taking, right? And then also on November 13th in Kentucky, happening at the same time, Andrea Ebert, also an executive consultant, love her, an amazing woman. She is doing a meeting also in Owensboro, Kentucky. So I think Erica Dale had just had some there in Indiana, that just kicked off the beginning of November as well. So bottom line is there are a lot of meetings happening. And if you want to know if one's happening near you, just reach out and ask, and we will let you know. And then last but not least, I would ask you, mark your count. Have any of you been watching the Activate Academy? How many of you have tuned into the Activate Academy? It's a once a month training that we recently started. We've been bringing in other leaders, and we're teaching you how to heighten your skills to be the best network marketer that you can be so that you can make a bigger impact. You can create conversations that actually convert, right? That's what we want. And really just help you hone in on those skills to level up in your business and have more confidence and belief in what it is that you're capable of. So coming up November 22nd, it's going to be our next Activate Academy. It is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it is only 90 minutes. It is an hour and a half. You would be shocked at how fast that 90 minutes goes. We had April and Bobby Wagner on with us last month. We had Erica Dale the month before that. And then Brian and I kicked us off for our very first month of November. We have a special guest that's going to be coming with us. We have one already confirmed. And this is a gentleman whom we met in Dallas, but has joined us from Love Biome. And so we're really thrilled. He actually did some of the training in the breakout sessions in Dallas, and he is going to be joining us on this month's Activate Academy. So that is definitely one that you guys are not going to want to miss. But so last but not least, oh, I'm losing my cursor here. Dun, da, 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 drum roll. If you can see my screen, our special guest speaker tonight. Oh my gosh, I was so thrilled. When I reached out to her, Kazzi, I know it was short notice. Yesterday in the morning, I reached out, got to see her in Dallas as well. So just an amazing powerhouse of an individual, truly. She's passionate about fitness and health. She's passionate about her family and truly serving other people. The way she carries herself with such poise and professionalism and confidence. I love every aspect of that. She would tell you that she is a farm girl. I'll let her share a little bit more about her story, but she lives in South Dakota with her husband Shane and their three kiddos. And again, we have known her for as long as we've been in this business. I think she's been in maybe even a little bit longer than us. We've been in 13 years. I think she's been in 13, if not 14 years. Um, and it's just been a joy. It's a joy to continue to watch her grow and be able to build this business around her life and around the things that she's passionate about. And so we've got some questions that we're going to go ahead and shoot off here at Kazzi. But Kazzi, I wanted you to first, I'm going to stop sharing and let you kind of introduce yourself and share your story a little bit with everybody real quick.
You're on mute, Kazzy.
Um, there we go. Thank you, Brian and Holly, so much for inviting me to be here tonight. It's always just an absolute joy to hang out with you guys. I mean, first of all, I just want to just give some props to your team. I know that you guys always have fire going on all these different places, and I'm super proud of you guys. When I started with LifeVantage, I was just like so many people, so intrigued by this opportunity that came with some really, really amazing one of a kind category creating products. And so I knew before I even said yes that the products were real. And I thought to myself, okay, if these are even half real, they're going to change the world. And then I knew somebody somewhere was going to do this. So why couldn't that somebody be me? So I just jumped in blindly to the opportunity. And I didn't know a lot about the company, but I will tell you this. My biggest surprise and my favorite surprise that LifeVantage had to offer was the caliber of people. And I will never forget as I started meeting the other people that said yes, I was like, wow, not only is the product real and it works, the company is real and it's going to be big, but the people here are something special. And Brian and Holly, you guys are absolutely in that category of people when I talk about special and neat and just amazing skills. And I'm so grateful for you guys. And I'm so grateful for all the energy that you not only, give this company, but I know you pour a lot of love and a lot of energy into your team. And thank you so much for inviting me to be here tonight.
It's like, oh, yay. Sorry. I was trying to look in the chat and make sure I wasn't missing out on any of the questions there. Um, so thank you for that. No, awesome. So, I mean, for most folks, I don't know, I'm gonna guess most people want to know, first off, you were lucky enough, like some of us, to get your hands on P84, right?
Yes.
Before it was available to everybody else. So why don't you tell us maybe a little bit about your experience? What kind of stood out to you the most on P84?
So one of the things that I feel is very unique about you and Brian and myself is that we've been able to see every single product be born. And so it's always fun to see what's one more product added to the mix going to do. And so when I started learning about P84 and learning what it was and hearing the stories from the Love Biome team, I thought to myself, man, I want to get my hands on this product very, very fast. So when I got this good stuff, instantly, the first thing I did is I made a video of myself taking this product. I'm like, I want the raw, the real, the expression, the experience of my very first time taking P84. And I got to tell you, um, if you've ever had greens, you know that smell. And I'm like, oh man, okay, these are green, these are really green. But it made me realize, okay, these aren't just any greens, and the whole world knows what greens are. And then I got excited. I'm like, okay, the world knows about green drinks. The world knows about this kind of stuff. What's going to make ours different? So I started taking P84, and I remember sitting here right here at my desk recording a video, drinking it, thinking, okay, that's pretty good. So initially it was the taste. I was like, okay, that's a nice taste for something that's got like gut health on it, right? That night I went to sleep just like any other regular night, woke up before my alarm clock. That doesn't happen. Okay, so about 5:30 in the morning, I just woke up like, oh, that's weird. Okay, didn't think anything of it. The next day I took my P84. that night when I slept, it was like the most amazing sleep I've ever had in my life. Now, I'm already a very good sleeper. I have no problem getting to sleep at night. I always get really good sleep, but for whatever reason, when I woke up, I felt so refreshed. I'm like, dang, I feel really, really good. By day 3, I'm like, there is something going on here because I just felt really, really good. Now, something about me is I take really good care of myself. Like Holly said in my intro, fitness is a big deal to me. I'm very careful about the type of food that I eat. I exercise every single day, and I already eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And so I use a lot of the LifeVantage products. So I wasn't quite sure what P84 was going to do, but dang, I knew in 3 days that this was something different. And so now here I am. I'm about 2 weeks into this. My energy is through the freaking roof. And I already am a very high energy person, but where I'm really noticing the difference is in the afternoon. I'm an Axio girl. I love to drink probably too much Axio, but since I started P84, I'm only doing one a day. So that's a big change for me is I only do one Axio before I go to the gym, but my sleep is amazing, my energy is amazing, my appetite as far as like again, even though I eat pretty well and I exercise a lot, I'm human. I'm human. I love cookies. I love candy. So I've got to be very disciplined and very mindful in the afternoon to not want to eat sugar. And I will also tell you guys, the sugar cravings for me aren't there anymore. Now, GLP-1 did not do that for me. Okay. So that's where I was really, really blown away that, okay, when I was using, like when I was consistently using GLP-1 every single day for that 16 weeks, right when we launched, I didn't ever get the feeling of I'm not hungry. I don't want that. I still had to be super mindful about the food I put in my mouth. This is curbing any afternoon sugar cravings, which is awesome for me. So those are all wins. I don't know if we have time, but Holly, when we get to this point, there's some really crazy testimonials that are just blowing my mind right now, specific to people with major digestion issues. I know that there's a lot of people in our world struggle with the bloating, with gas,
Mhm.
with, having to run to the bathroom on a regular basis. And those kind of stories, I'm grateful that I wasn't looking for a testimonial on one of those things. I've never struggled with that. But people who are, they're
Mhm.
like, give me more, give me now. I need to take this story to the world.
Yeah. I mean, and you can share any and all stories. I mean, again, being in the Captain's Club, I'm appreciating what people are sharing
Yeah.
with what they've shared with us so far. And like you, I feel very full. Like
Yeah.
I'm drinking it first thing in the morning. Like I said, and a lot more water. And I typically would go to a coffee afterwards, and I haven't been as quick to want to even go and have my coffee. There's
Yeah.
been a couple days this past week where I haven't had coffee, which was like, wow, oh my gosh, I didn't have coffee this morning. But yeah, some of those videos that we've been watching and just listening to people how it's helping their skin or their babies, it's helping because the one woman I think was breastfeeding. I mean, share like what are the stories that are top of mind for you right now?
Sure. So quickly before I tell you that, I want everyone to know that when I drink this, I mix it, right? Mix it really, really well. If you don't have one of these little handy dandy hand mixers, they're incredible, but they're also great in a shaker bottle. Mix it
Mm,
really, really well. And then I like it just with water poured over ice. It's a
yeah.
really good ice cold. And then I just chug it. This is not a sipper. I've been telling everyone this is not an entertainment drink like Axio. Like this is not something where you're gonna mix it and you're gonna sit out on the porch and watch the sunset. You're gonna mix this up and you're gonna chug it because it's a body activation system. You're gonna activate that gut. We're not gonna sip it, we're gonna chug it.
I love that. I love that.
But no, so I have a woman on my team that has struggled with chronic constipation her entire life. Okay,
Mm,
entire life. And I'm so excited for her to break out and tell this story. But I mean, this is a woman who has had to use medically prescribed laxatives her entire life. And the last couple of years has to go to physically go to the doctor to get like
like
a
flushed out. Yeah.
to get it
Yeah.
like
Get
out,
things moving.
right? So I'm
Yeah.
talking like twice a month. This woman was paying hundreds of dollars to go
Oh.
to the doctor and use the restroom. She started P84 on Sunday when she got home from Dallas. She has naturally had bowel movements 3 times this week.
That's awesome.
Right? I
Nobody
mean,
wants to talk about pooping, but we're going to talk about pooping,
I know,
people.
I know. It's one of those things where it's a taboo topic, but my God,
Yeah.
people that struggle with that, like that's a life changer to her. And I've
Yeah.
talked to her every day this week and she's like, I can't believe this. Like, and I said, so is this just, and I've known, since I've known her in LifeVantage, I've known she's struggled with this. And she told me she struggled with this since she was a child. I mean, so she was like
Mm,
tears in her eyes as she was telling me this. And I'm like, this is really life changing because again, that should just be a really natural, simple thing that everybody should be able to do every day. And some
yeah.
people, it's just not possible. So I'm so
Yep.
grateful. And I'm like, girlfriend, I said, that's your $1 million story. I said, that
Yeah.
is $1 million story.
Yeah, it's again the one thing that we kind of take for granted sometimes and people don't realize and there's people that have the opposite issue, right?
Ah,
That like you said are constantly running to the bathroom or oh my gosh, they get that urge and they got like you better like
right.
and they're not having to run to the restroom anymore. Like they're
Right.
feeling more confident to where they actually want to go and be social and
Yeah.
not have to worry about, well, I don't know that if I can go because where's the closest bathroom going to be?
Right.
Like
Right.
it's just a completely way of changing how people get to live their life, the quality of their life. And
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely. Me too.
I love that. I love that for them. So I mean, obviously it's a new product, right? And so people usually want to know like, well, how should I be sharing this with my team? How should I be sharing these stories, these experiences? How should I launch this in a way to really promote and make the most out of this for our business? So maybe you could share with us a little bit about what you're doing with your
Sure.
teams, what's working.
So what I'm teaching my team is this is a very what the word is demonstrable, right?
I
It's a
love
product
it.
that we can demonstrate how it uses. I mean, this is a really, really good sampler. So if your goal is to grow your business, your goal should be to get people in a position to buy products and join your business. Remember, everything that you do duplicates. And so what I've been telling my team to do is get some P84 for yourself, get an extra P84 to share with your friends, and we're going to sample the heck out of this. And the way we're going to sample the heck out of this is keep the message so simple. Keep the message so simple. And so here's what I've been doing, and here is what I've been coaching my team to do is give people a 3-day sample, meaning you're going to take 3 of these, you're going to take 3 of these. And I tell people, I would love for you to use this brand new gut health product that I just started using. If I give you 3 days, would you give me your story in exchange for a 3-day sample? And every one of them said, absolutely. Like, what do you want to know? And I'm like, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take the green one and you're going to take the purple one. And you're going to cut. I tell them, although I already tell them to cut it because it kind of opens kind of hard. You're going to cut the tops off. You're going to take a big glass and you're going to put about this much water in the glass and you're going to dump it in there and you're going to mix it up and you're going to drink it. Okay. I want you to do it for 3 days. Remember, mix them, not separate, mix them. And here's what I want to know. After 3 days, I want to know, how did you sleep? Did you have any dreams? How's your energy? And were you hungry? That's all I want to know. Like those types of things are all I want to know. And again, notice I didn't say this has got 42 fruits and vegetables and 10 probiotic strains. And this one, oh, here's where the digestive enzymes are. No, I'm like, hey, this is an amazing new gut health system. You guys know that like the gut is the center of the world in your body. I would love for you to try this product. And in exchange for this, would you just tell me your story? Like I'm looking for a handful of people just to take this. All you're going to do is take this and this, glass of water, cut the tops off, dump it in, mix it up, drink it, and this is what I want to know. 100%. And again, everybody that I've personally sampled with, they had to be one of a couple of categories. People that I personally enrolled into LifeVantage, so consultants that I've personally enrolled, that I want them to get excited about the product, right? We want this is something that's getting our people that are already here excited again. They're starting to take a second look. I mean, obviously the people like you guys that are on this call right now, you're already plugged in. You know what this is because I know Holly and Brian are doing a fantastic job of educating you. It's now your job to take this to your team and get a couple of those people to get excited and show up and do this with you. That's one group I'm doing this with. The second group I'm doing this with are people that have never touched a product because I want to go out to the people that have never been activated before and say, take this. Let me know how you feel. This is a massive introduction to activation because you know what happens when people are going to come? They're going to take a look at this And if they like it, they're going to order it. They're going to get an experience. And then they're going to hear us talk about Axio. I mean, obviously, we've got the stack that comes with Nerf 2. That's 100% the stack that I'm recommending. I say, yes, we do have this all by itself, but you know what? For just a few more dollars, you can get our flagship amazing product called Pro Tandem. It's actually going to help this work better. I would recommend you take both of them. I have had a handful of people that said, if I like this, can I add it on next time? Heck yeah, right? Heck yeah. Meet people where they're at, but just get bold, get loud, get out there and share. You might have to spend a little bit of money in your business, but you know what? You saw the sales volume on that. What was it? 130 sales volume on this, Holly?
Mm-hmm.
Right? 130 sales volume on this. You're going to get that money back when somebody says yes, and you go out there and you hit Onyx, or you hit Emerald, or you hit Sapphire, or you go Diamond, you're going to get extra money back. So there's ways to recoup all of your investment from your samples to get this into people's hands. And imagine you get this out into 10 people's hands. That's a 30-day supply. You could get out there and you could share this with 10 people. That's 10 brand new, excited conversations that you're going to be able to have. Number one, that's going to get you better with your conversation. Number two is going to get brand new, excited people taking a product. And you know what? If 10 of those people, if they're already in LifeVantage, they order it, boom, it's going to hit your volume. Like your volume's going to go up. But if it's the brand new, excited people that have never ordered from you before, that's brand new, excited people you can sit down and have a conversation about the opportunity. Because I'm telling you what, people that have never been activated, that have an experience with this, the very first question I'm asking them is, who else do you know that would probably want to try some of this?
Mm-hmm.
And you can show them the business opportunity. So these conversations can be super, super simple. I'm also asking my team as their experiencing this for the first time to make a video. Because again,
Ah,
it's not
yeah.
everybody is on social media, and that's okay. But if you're in a position to take a video of you just trying it out, like just trying it out, because again, it's just your experience. Like I had my daughter do this for me, and it was so funny. And she's like, well, here I am. Well, it's a little earthy, but I like it. I mean, I love that very first touch. I had my husband try it again. He didn't even start trying it until I got back from Dallas. And I loved his experience. I loved his expression. He goes, it looks like a dirty lake. I'm like, thank you,
It
Shane.
does.
Thank you for, but he's right. He's right. Like it does look like,
He's not wrong. It's not the most
yeah,
pleasing to the
yeah,
eye beverage.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
here's like if like when I saw it, to be honest with you, and Brian knows, I am not a green person. I have never been a juicer.
Yeah.
But not greens, just like no, not I don't need that earthy. No, I have more of a sweet like profile when it comes to my taste buds. And when I looked at that, I instantly my brain was already telling me, oh my gosh, this is going to be the most horrible thing ever. But
So
it
So you will
wasn't.
love this. You will love
Yeah.
this. When I was a little girl, I was probably Austin's age, and apparently I had a rough summer because my parents said I didn't have very much energy and they were worried that there was something wrong with me. So they bought some greens from a family at church. And the greens were called barley green, and I had to drink them every single day. And I remember sitting
Oh,
at the kitchen table, and my dad would get like a little glass of grape juice for me, and he'd say, "Come on, Kazzy, you could do it." And he would mix it, he would drink it with me. God bless him. I mean, it was probably expensive. My family didn't have any money, and here my parents buy me this little like tube of
oh.
green crap that I've got to drink every day, and it smells exactly like this. When I open up the green, I'm like, uh-oh, this is the barley green experience. But then I'm like, you know what?
PTSD.
And but then I'm like, you know what? Thank you, mom and dad, for loving me enough to realize there could have been something out there to help me get through my little funk. And I drank my barley green every day for probably 90 days. And I don't know, whatever was in it worked because here I am. But what a blessing, because it was funny that
Okay.
when you said you mix it with your grape Axio, I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't bring the grape flavor in with the greens. I just can't.
Yeah. I don't know why it works, but it works. That
Really
or
fantastic.
that or
If
daily
you can-
wellness. I'll take a
Yeah,
scoop of daily wellness and I put it in there. I need something to take a little bit of that edge of it off for me.
yeah.
Uh, but that's only because then I do it more of a sipping. I'm not a
Oh,
chugger.
sure.
So I put in like 32 ounces of water and I do it more sipping throughout the morning. But
There you go.
at the end of the day, however you got to do, get it in your body, man. It is amazing stuff, right?
It
It's
really, it
amazing
really
stuff.
is.
And one thing I want to, and I think Brian might even want to bring a question in here as well, but I think we also want like the, the whole point here and the I guess when we talk about the incentive and things like that and we're focused on consultants, we love our customers, But I know for us on our team, we always say, tell the whole story, right?
Right.
Tell the whole story. Let people know that there's the opportunity to earn by sharing with these products, because we understand the reality of where people are financially these days,
Mhm.
especially with what's going on right now in government, and people are panicked and the holidays are coming and there are people that are not getting paid right now, and
Mhm.
people are just scared, and it's unfortunate because I feel like we have something that could literally solve all those problems, right,
Right.
for them. And so for us, we like to focus on sharing the whole story, knowing that customers are going to come anyway. So I
Mhm.
would be curious to kind of know, like, like, is this just a product launch for you and your team?
For me personally, it's an absolute business launch. Now, obviously, if there's my team is a lot like your team. You've got pieces of like you've got people that live in all different places, right? And
Right.
so the product is always going to be really incredible. And I've got a huge piece of my team that's very social media focused and they love the products. But you know what? They're so good at upselling customers into consultants. And so for them, that's what works. And so I'm not going to go in there because they're crushing it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go in and tell them to do something different because my goodness, they're looking at the back office today. I've just been smiling and with absolute gratitude because this team was ready to get the word out to the
Yeah.
masses on the product. They've had massive product sales today. Where this conversation has been for myself, and I would say for people that live, I would say half my team that lives closer to me is this is an opportunity to have a conversation about really a relaunch of our company. And when we started this company, it was all business conversation, opportunity conversations with a product that came along with an opportunity. And so what we are talking about right now is really the opportunity wheel, talking about the company and how our products fit in, the timing, the trends, the compensation plan, and the system. And especially right now, I feel like this conversation is so timely. I mean, 85% of Americans don't dislike what they do, they hate it. And so you factor in people do not enjoy what they're getting up to do every day. Money's a little bit tight anyway. We are the unhealthiest we have ever been. It just makes sense to show people a way. Like I always laugh about my story because I was supposed to be a customer. And when I signed up as a consultant, my enroller called me back and said, we need to call the company in the morning because you did it wrong. You spent way too much money. You were just supposed to buy one bottle for your dad. You don't need it. You're healthy and you have a good job. But what she didn't know is I was tired, I was worried, I
Wow.
was stressed out, I was looking for something different. And when I took one look at the ABC Primetime Investigative Report, I knew that it was going to be for my dad. But I thought to myself, okay, somebody somewhere is going to do this. And if this is even half real, this is going to be huge. I am not going to miss out. And so I'm so grateful that I knew enough about network marketing to be able to figure out it was network marketing because she didn't tell me it was network marketing. I just knew enough about the industry to when I started taking a look at the website, I'm like, this is network marketing. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this thing. And so I would say right now of just making sure people understand that the world needs to hear about this. Nobody knows about this yet. And I also think it's really important to ask the question, who else do you know? Who do you know that needs to hear about this? Because there's a massive opportunity here. In fact, every meeting that I do right now, whether it's a Zoom or an in-person conversation right now, I'm leading with Evolve. I'm leading with the opportunity, talking about how we are taking, like we are a force and we are
Mhm.
taking this message to the world. And this is what it looks like to join this movement. And this is what we're doing.
Love that. I'm obviously I'm picking up everything that you're putting down because I think we are just we are on the same wavelength, you know? I mean, that's what got us to where we were in the first place with LifeVantage, our first 200 million. And it was like we were knee to kneecap talking about this incredible opportunity, wanting to go out there. And it's we're still trying to build the buildings for the franchises. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're still looking for the people to own the buildings to be able to build that franchise. We're not just looking for people to buy burgers, it's that kind of concept. And so
Right.
um, we just don't have enough boots on the ground. And now, with us acquiring Love Biome and partnering with them and bringing them in, I mean, LifeVantage now has how many more thousands of boots on the ground. So here's what I would say. If nothing else, you guys, um, everyone's going to run in the same circles at some point.
Mhm.
So if you are chickening out, or you got people on your chicken list, or you're worried about what someone else is going to think, you don't know. Don't judge, simply ask. The worst that they're going to say is no. Because if you don't introduce this to them now, and then somebody else does, and they're on somebody else's team, oh my gosh, you're going to kick yourself. You're going to kick yourself all because you were self-sabotaging, because you were just too, maybe too afraid or worried about what someone was going to say or think, or what are they going to do. And yeah, exactly. I love it. Exactly. It doesn't mean no, not now. It just means not now, right? Like that's what I usually like to say. It doesn't mean not say now, not ever, because people's lives constantly change. Life gets messy, like Sean said from stage. Life is always happening. And so every 4 to 6 months, usually something shifts in a person's life, and they're going to make a decision and be like, what am I open to now?
Yeah, totally.
They're going to be open to something that they weren't open to before.
And how
And I
many
don't,
stories did we hear from stage in Dallas of people? I mean, Holly Thomas come to mind that when they first heard about this, they said no. Their answer was no in the beginning. Who would like to have Holly Thomas on their team right now? And would have you had said, and just crossed her off your list when she said no that first time? So, and many of you are probably sick of the stories, but I mean, our two largest legs are people who originally said no. One of them said, hell no, I'm not doing that. And a year later they joined, and that's like our second biggest leg now. So, it just more examples. It kind of goes to show you. But, and it was funny when you're talking about the dirty lake, analogy there, because it brought me back to my childhood, because we grew up on a farm. We drank from the water hose. We drank well water. And we had a saying, and we said, if it's brown, drink it down, but if it's black, send it back. And so I keep thinking of that every time I look at P84 in the brown color of it. I'm like, okay, just brown. If it's brown, drink it down. Um, and and you know, I mean, there's a lot going on in the wellness industry right now. There's all types of companies that I've seen come and go in just the past year. New companies pop up. Some companies have been around for a while. All of a sudden, poof, they disappear. And we know there's thousands of supplement companies. We know that there's only one activation company. But other than that, Kazzi, what do you see? What's going for LifeVantage right now? Why is this such a big opportunity for people?
so that's such a great point, Brian, because everywhere you look, especially if you own a smartphone, you talk about something, that something's going to show up on your phone. People are hearing, listening. With us being in the wellness space, you know that there's 500 things that can pop on your phone at any given time. But this is what makes LifeVantage stand out. Number one, the amount of time we've been in the industry. We're not a pop-up fly-by company. We have been in business for almost 17 years as a network marketing company. That's special. Like when all of us started, we were in pure startup mode. And I had no idea what startup mode meant. Looking back now, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's wild that we made it through those days. So we're here. Like we have got stability. What also sets us apart, from my personal opinion, is we are not paying a celebrity to get on Instagram and rep our products. Like we are not paying a professional athlete. We're not paying a big time scientist. We are who we are. And we do it different by being who we are. We do it different by just being raw and real. And I also think what sets us apart is our science. Like I'm telling you, there is so much junk out there on the market that doesn't work. And this is something I stand by every single day is I have been in the fitness space, the fitness and wellness space now for I've been at LifeVantage for 15 years. Prior to LifeVantage, I was a college athlete. So I've literally been like in the fitness space my entire life of working out and training and eating and all of the things. And I will tell you, I know what doesn't work because I've done every one of them. I've done every fad diet. I've done every flash in the pan diet plan. I've done them all. And that's what I was so intrigued with LifeVantage is that for the first time in my entire life, I saw a product that solved a problem, not a band-aid, like
Mhm.
not a band-aid. For the very first time, I saw a solution to a problem. That's what sets us apart is we are solution oriented. We are who we are. We're not paying a big time celebrity to come here and rep us. And we've been here. Like we are here. Our flag is in the ground. And I mean, a billion and beyond. Like I think every single one of our product lines is $1 billion product all by themselves. Now we just have to really understand it's about saying less to more people and getting
Mhm.
very, very clear on who we are, what we want, where we're going, why we're doing it, and who we're going to help, and just go take this thing to the world.
Yeah, and it's funny because I even had a conversation today because you mentioned, about how the science really separates us. And most companies, I think, really envy LifeVantage for our level of science.
Mhm.
Most people, like I said, I had a phone call today. Someone asked me about a particular product, and they said their rep said something, what their product did, and I look on their website. I'm like, they're absolutely hyping that product up. It doesn't do anything close to what they said it does. And they have no background to say, or they have no scientific evidence to say that that's what it does. And it just I've had so many conversations recently because I used to talk about before this product. This is all I'm talking about now, right? The P84. But when I was talking about GLP-1 all the time, I mentioned people that were in network marketing and worked in health and wellness, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got a product that does that." And I have to look them square in the eye. I'm like, "No, you don't. You do not have what we have because you have no scientific evidence to support that it creates GLP-1 in your body, whereas we do. We have two clinical trials that show that it works. And now we're coming out with the science of this, that we're upregulating different peptides in your body. So we're activating peptides as opposed to trying to ingest peptides. So, and again, I'm the science geek, so I like talking about that and digging into that quite a bit, if you couldn't tell. Um, and it just reminds me, and when you were talking about, we're still a well-kept secret, and I hate that. I hate the fact that we're a well-kept secret. Everybody needs to know about us, and there's just not enough of us, as everyone's pointed out here. And I remember talking to Blue Elam in Dallas, and he was telling the story that even back in like 2013, someone came up to him and said, "Oh, opportunity's gone. It's too late for me to join, to make any money at this." And look back on that and how comical that was. I mean, look at all the people that have just joined in the past year and just have taken the bull by the horns, ran with this, and are ultra successful in this business in this. And I've seen so many of those stories that don't count yourself out, even if you've been in a while or if you're brand new. The opportunity is still here. And so don't tell me there's no opportunity until we have a million consultants in this company. Until then, I don't want to hear it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well,
So cool.
yeah, I mean, we went a little bit longer than we typically do, but I feel like with the conversation was flowing and it was such great information and tips and energy and all the things, Kazzy. So thank you so much for all of it. Again, LifeVantage has knocked it out of the park by making the decision to again, they took a leap of faith and they did something they've never done before, and they brought on a product that I had no idea was even out there, and it's already changing my life. It's changing other people's lives, and it's just incredible. And so our ability to be able to capitalize on that while also helping people relieve their financial stress, to me, like you said, it's almost humbling if you really truly think about it for a second. The power of what you have to be able to have that kind of impact, you guys, we're not being loud enough and we're not talking to enough people. It makes me emotional. So my challenge to you is, you know, as we finish out here 2025, continue to stay plugged in, get on the Activate Academies, continue to hone in your skills. All business is conversation. Challenge yourself. Today, I'm going to talk to 5 people. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk to 10 people. Set a goal for yourself for the week, maybe not on a per day basis, but look at your schedule and say, hey, this is going to be my goal for the week. And enroll those consultants, cash in on those extra $200 and show those people how to do it, because that's what it's all about. People are looking to you. Here's what we do next. I always remember where that's what Kazzi always said. She's like, this is what we do next, because they're looking to you. They don't know what to do next, right? They're looking to you. So like she says, you take the scissors and you clip off the top and you put this much water and you keep it that simple and you dump it in there and then you drink it, right? It's that simple. And then here's what we do next, right? This is the pack you enroll in, and this is what we do next. So Say less to more people, all businesses conversation, cash in on that quarterly incentives and stay plugged in. And let's just go, man. That's enough is enough, man. Whew. Time to get loud and proud. So awesome. Well, again, thank you, Kazzi, so much for joining
Yeah,
us
thanks,
this
Kazzi.
evening. Appreciate you. This replay will be on the team's YouTube channel sometime tomorrow. I will get that up. I'll also drop it in our Facebook group and put it on our dial-in call for our Amish family. But everybody, please go out. If you can even sleep tonight, I don't know how many of you have slept because of all the excitement that's been happening, but try to get yourself some rest, and get that P84 ordered, and have yourselves an amazing, incredible, blessed, and productive week, everybody. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kazzi.